slacking. I'm so busy with work right now. But I wanted to talk about a couple documentary films that I recently watched that aren't new. They're older documentaries, but I wanted to share them. I just recently watched them. I had never watched them before until this month. The first one I'm going to talk about in this video is called Kim's Video, and it was released in 2023. It did win a bunch of awards as well for this documentary film. And what it is it's a film that takes you on this journey about this very iconic video store called Kim's Video. So one of the things that was really special about Kim's Video in New York City was that it had a lot of material and film that you could not get your hands on elsewhere. Like, so it was, if you were looking for something underground, you would go to Kim's Video. And that alone excited me to watch a documentary film about this. What it does is it takes you through the nostalgia behind Kim's Video, what they were able to accomplish in all their years of business. And then eventually they did close. They shut their doors, and the owner wanted to move on to do other things after all those years. But he donated the catalog of videos to a small Sicilian village. Yes, in Sicily. And they were supposed to safekeep it, and that they were going to open up a museum, and they thought it was going to help with their tourism and stuff. So it takes you on this journey of them trying to locate the catalog and what happens next with it years later. Now, the story itself is very interesting. What was sort of a turnoff for me, again, some people are going to love the way that this documentary filmmaker filmed this. I at times thought that it was a puff piece for the filmmaker, in a sense of, he had to show off his knowledge a lot about film, and some of the stories that he told about when he was a kid, or things that reminded him of something, made him seem like he was this cinephile of greatness. And I don't know. It felt like at times he was making the film really about himself, which I get that. There's a lot of documentary films that do that, but I think it kind of, and he is involved, by the way. He knows the owner, and there's a whole thing that happens. So it's not like that shouldn't be there. It should be there, but I've just felt like at times there was too much of him and not enough about the story. But I understand how he was trying to weave maybe a story that probably didn't need to be almost 2 hours long into something that was, with the way that he wrote this documentary and then filmed this documentary, and then lastly the way that the film is edited. That is the biggest piece, is how the film is edited. And it's clever, and it may be new to you and seeing if you've never seen documentaries like this before. So I definitely think that's worth a watch. But I thought at times it was that those elements felt a little clunky to me, or forced. Again, just me. I'm giving this a solid 3.5 out of 5 stars. I was entertained from start to finish. I think it's wonderful. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. There's a happy ending. It's not really spoiler alert, but you don't really get that a lot of times in documentary filmmaking. This has a happy ending at the end of this film. So give it a whirl. I think I watched it on MUBI. Yes, I watched it on MUBI. You can check it out on MUBI. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Kim's Video.